So I guess this question would be is how did Tim and I meet? And Scott McGregor is a guy that reached out to me a few years ago. And what a wonderful human being. This guy is a connector. He's somebody that thinks of others before he thinks of himself. I got an invitation to join his The Outlier Project, and he asked me to be a guest speaker on a Tuesday. And what I learned about that Tuesday afternoon when I jumped on the call is that he's got a plethora of people from around the world that jump on these calls and that lean into each other and learn from one another. And I was so excited not only about being a part of that community, but also being on that call to tell my story and then people to ask me questions afterwards that wanted to learn from maybe my experiences. And then now I've been able to jump on these calls as well. And after this call and knowing Scott for a while, he says, I got a guy you've got to meet. You've got to meet this guy, Tim Cruikshank. He's a SEAL. He's got his own coffee now. I think you two would really hit it off. And now that you know Scott McGregor, and now that I know him as well as I do, I see what he does. He just somehow finds a way to connect people together that he feels can learn from one another and can lean into one another. And those are the types of people that I want to surround myself the rest of my days. I want to surround myself with people that think of the others before they think of themselves. Those are the people that I want to stick close to. And so this conversation with Tim came together. From the very first moment I sat down with Tim, we had a connection because I think we both understand being in the world that we were in. Now, his world was a lot more dangerous, and some of his teammates have paid the ultimate sacrifice. And that's very humbling for somebody like me to reap the rewards of the freedoms that we have because of people and men and that he has on his team. And for me, I wasn't life or death, but my teams that I played on, we kind of have that same code, same code that he has, which is really make others better. This concept of when you have a winning team, you're more interested in the person beside you's success versus your own. And I know Tim, when you land on his BoneFrog website, their mission is God, country, team. None of those three terms has self, anything they have to do with oneself. Like, this isn't about him. It's not about what he can gain from this opportunity. It's about the people that he supports. And with the 7 foundations that he supports, wanting to give back with every purchase of his coffee, that connection with Tim and I was real, and something that I so appreciate him wanting to do a little project together where we created a patch that's going to go on one of my backpacks, and you're going to be able to get some coffee, some of his great coffee, by the way, in the bag, in a t-shirt or a coffee mug. And it's going to make a difference. And for me, thinking about Scott's connection with me and Tim, having the conversation I had with Tim, the connection that we have in this idea of we're so much better when we think of others than ourselves. And this idea of, and knowing that it's going to come back to you someday if you think of others first. And for me, that's really what I'm so proud of.
Great.